A lot of children, I had the dream of being a pop star, from when I was very young. I grew up listening to a lot of different music, a lot of different genres. But of course, I was taken by pop music from a very young age. I loved, Britney and all the Christina Aguilera, all the stars. And then as I grew older, it kind of became more and more clear to me that I would love to actually be an artist. And my uncle, he has been a musician for a long time, and he after a while he went more and more into the pop music, and he began to produce. So when I was 14, I got the chance to come into the studio with him and work with him. And then after that, we just decided on working together, and that my artist name was going to be MIIA. And since then, I've been an artist. Yeah, so again, as I said, I've grown up with a lot of different music, folk, a bit of Norwegian folk music, a lot of jazz. I have a very jazz enthusiastic family, also a lot of musical, and after as I grew a bit older, I listened to a lot of rock. So yeah, a lot of different music. I still my playlists on Spotify are filled with so much different stuff, and I think I'm always gonna be like that. And then, my beginning was when I was 14. I did a pop EP, a little project with my uncle and my aunt at the time, which was very successful because Joachim, my uncle, and I, we have always been connected to a label in Los Angeles, and they are very big on pushing music towards film and TV and trailers and commercials and stuff. So we got a lot of placements. That's what you call it when you get your song placed in, for example, a TV series. So we got a lot of placements with MTV and the Kardashians and a lot of big TV series. So that was very successful. So the label wanted me to come back and do more songs. So when I was 16, we made the song called Dynasty, which was my breakthrough. It premiered on Billboard, and I think it was on 5th place on New Music Friday, the global New Music Friday, which was insane. And yeah, a lot of great things happened because of Dynasty, and that song kind of laid the foundation for my career. And I got a huge, very loyal fan base from it. And yeah, since then I've, that was a big success. So to top that was kind of hard. So the pressure was very big after Dynasty. So I had a couple of years there where I really didn't have faith in myself. And so it took a while for me to kind of find myself as an artist. And it wasn't until last year that I released my first mini album. So that was very huge for me. Yeah. So the thing is that I didn't write it from scratch, which is very new to me because the last couple of years I've been writing a lot by myself for the first time, and which has resulted in a lot of new songs. And the mini album that I released in November, which is called Inner Voices Speaking, those stories are my personal stories and all written by me. So now with MGP, I was asked to sing Green Lights, So the song was already written, and the first time I heard it, it was very different from what it is now. It was even more pop, even more like pink pop, like a Disney. Not as melancholic as it is now. So I heard it, and I heard that there was something I really liked, but I said I have to go into the studio and see if I can make it mine. So I did go to the studio with my producer, and we did change a lot in the production, and the piano chords, and added the intro, and did a few tweaks in the lyrics. But we didn't really do a lot with the lyrics because I thought they were very strong and very like universal. They can everybody can relate to them in some way. So it was a very new process for me because I have, as I said, I've been writing so much and gotten very used to using my own words and trusting myself in that way. So it was a fun challenge, to get a song and kind of alter it to my own. I'm so excited to be in the final. That's like the biggest thing I've ever done. I've always dreamt of playing in front of so many people because I can just imagine that being like over 8,000 people in a room enjoying music, that must be like a very unique energy. So I can't wait to experience it. And my performance, I'm very proud of myself for daring to do it because it's scary. It's a lot of hard work, and when I first got up on that stage last Saturday, when I started singing, it just felt so right, and I really had the best time. It's such a rush. So yeah, I am very happy with how the staging is actually, because when we discussed it in the team, how we wanted it to look, we all agreed that it would be very extra special if I was on stage alone, because being on stage alone it isn't as easy as it looks, because it's all up to you, or it's all up to me to reach the audience, and it's very vulnerable, but that's exactly what I feel like the song is super vulnerable at the same time as it is very strong. So that was kind of our goal with me being alone on stage, that I am kind of showing my vulnerable side and also showing my strengths. And I love that contrast, so yeah. I'm very happy with it. I don't think I'll change a lot. Of course, something's going to change a bit since the scene or the stage is so much bigger. But I think we'll figure that out this week before Saturday. So I'm very excited about it because you never know, like maybe we'll change something and make it even better. I'm trying to look at YouTube in comment sections to see what people would want me to do. Yeah. But it seems like a lot of people really see what we tried to achieve with me being alone and all that. Oh, good question. I'm trying to, manifest that I'm going there. I have faith that I can win. So I'm trying to kind of just believe in that, and at the same time, if I don't win, I'm just proud of the chance to be in this competition and alongside so many other great artists, and just to be a part of the whole community is a fantastic experience. And the competition is hard, no doubt. I feel like everybody is deserving of winning, even those who didn't make it to the final. You know, I think the level was really high. So I think the show on Saturday will be amazing. But yeah, if I win, if I go to Eurovision, when, let's try to manifest. That would be like, I don't know if I can even like imagine how it would be because it's so huge. But I would just keep on having that faith in that I know what's best. You know, that I, as long as I'm being true to myself and staying in balance and telling my story and speaking up for what I believe in, as long as I do that, then that's the most important thing that I can do, you know. And of course, I hope that I can get there and reach out to even more people with my message, which is ultimately love, and that everybody should use their voice and spread their light. And it would be so amazing, especially to connect like in person with more people, because, you know, I have a lot of fans outside of Norway, which I've never met them. So that would be very special, you know, to meet some fans in person. I have, to be honest, haven't had the time. So it's just been like random. If I've heard someone, like a clip, you know, on TikTok or something, it's, you know, I'm working almost 24/7 now. So it's like not a lot of time to look into the other artists. But I have heard this, I think it's a French guy. He has a very powerful voice. Do you know who I mean?
Slimane. Yeah, with Mon Amour.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I think I saw a clip of, it must have been live. It looked like he sang live. Maybe it was his live performance. At least that clip made me cry. Like, his voice was like insanely powerful, and just, I don't know French, but you can still hear that he really means what he's saying. So I was very blown away by that, and I saw that he looks like he's a huge artist. Like, he has a lot of followers and stuff, but I hadn't heard about him before. So, and I love to like, how do you say it? I love to see new artists, like discover new artists. So yeah, I've heard him. I don't think I've heard anyone else. Yeah, I really hope. I feel like this is just the beginning of something very new and great for me, and I'm very grateful to be here. So in all of this, in this beautiful circus, and it's it's a privilege, you know, to be able to use my voice and have a platform. And and I feel like everybody, all my fans, old and new fans, are, you know, first of all, I see everyone as my friends because we talk all the time. Like, I talk to my fans almost every day, and they're all just so loving and supportive of me, you know, no matter what I do. You know, you've probably seen I'm very open about where I stand politically, with that I'm pro-Palestine and all of that, and it's like, that can be, many people can find it uncomfortable and you know, rather want to have only the focus on like the good things and the music and the competition, and that's so important. But it's also like, for me, it's impossible not to talk about the hard stuff. So it's like, I'm just so grateful that my fans really just let me be myself, you know. That's very special. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been, sharing the song and talking about the song, and really just all the love that everybody has given me. I feel it deep in my heart, and this whole experience, no matter what happens, is something I will carry with me forever.